notice, seconded by Ms. Sanchez, at 7:16.
Monagar, second cut.
There was no action taken in closed session, other than we reinstated a petition to reinstate. He was reinstated. Recording of this meeting will be made and shall be kept for 30 days as public record. ROTC, please.
President, colors, please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, a nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may take your seats. Order of colors.
A motion to approve the agenda
With corrections.
with the one correction.
Motion by Mr. Reader. Second by Ms. Kern. Right. All in favor?
Aye.
Student vote?
Yes.
Student report.
Alright, so last Friday night, the class of 2019 had their free movie night. A lot of people were able to attend, and it was a very fun and successful night for both the students running it and the people who were able to attend. On Saturday, the RHS marching band took second place in the Palmdale parade, so they were very proud of their accomplishments there. Breakfast with Santa on Saturday was also very successful, raising close to $700 just at the door, with around 200 people in attendance. This weekend, the boys and girls soccer teams will be participating in the Garces tournament. And today, RHS varsity boys basketball will travel to Golden Valley and Bakersfield. So we're very excited to hear how they did. The PSAT is now being offered to freshmen for free. The exam is scheduled for March 14th, 2017, and the deadline to sign up is December 16th. So we're really encouraging our students to start practicing that as soon as possible. RHS is going to be starting a boys volleyball team, and there's going to be an informational meeting at lunch Friday, December 16th. Football is having their team banquet January 6th to celebrate a great season. Our Link Club is selling tamales and is currently taking pre-order sales for the month of January. There's going to be more details to follow. RHS yearbooks are now on sale. You may reserve your yearbook for $5 in the student store and pay $65 as time progresses. This discount only lasts throughout the rest of this year, and prices will be going up. So we're encouraging students to start buying them as soon as possible. And the ASB is now selling Rosamond High socks for $5 a pair, so we're really encouraging students to have as much school suit wear as they can.
Thank you.
They're in stop.
They're athletic socks.
Your socks are in your stocking.
School reports? That's not until January. Not only one presentation, yes.
So Rosemont Elementary School, Title I, presentation, very creative title. We want to start with the first benefit that we see from Title I, and that is our paraeducators. Thank you. I was like, ding, turn the page. Paraeducators, our paraeducators assist our teachers with small group instruction, and they practice small group intervention in language, arts, and math, and assist in the safety and supervision of our students. We find that differentiated lessons are being reinforced with the addition of a second paraeducator, and we have seen a huge positive change in our students. Again, having a second paraeducator in the classroom. The paraeducators are able to close the gap earlier for our students, so they can kind of take care of a problem before it escalates or gets away from them in language, arts, and math. And they they really are the kind of the eyes and ears of the classroom and also on the playground. With the addition of the additional paraeducators, we started having a monthly paraeducator meeting and just getting feedback from them, seeing what they see in the classroom, what they observe on the playground, and addressing issues as they come up. So it has been amazing having additional paraeducators, and we really appreciate that. Okay, next. Professional development. We have the two professional development days, one in the fall and one in the spring as a result of Title I. And that's been great because the schools have collaborated district-wide, and we've had wonderful trainings. And we found, like, for example, like we had quite a few CSOs that needed to be certified in CPI training, and we've had, sometimes we just need a pep talk kind of professional development, but we've had those in the fall and the spring, and that has been great. We were able to go to AVID Summer Institute in San Diego, and that was an amazing 3 days. It was like a giant AVID pep rally, and for me it was my first time going to a training, and I just loved it. It was kind of overwhelming because it was just so much information, but it was all great strategies that we can take back to our school. Our kindergarten and first grade were able to go to a national conference, and that gave them the opportunity to collaborate on a national level. And let's see, miscellaneous trainings, we've had other teachers going to additional AVID trainings. We have a really good AVID site team this year, and I say that because I'm coordinating it. They're really amazing, and it's the best one ever coordinated. And but some of the teachers that we had are brand new teachers, and so they've had to, they got plugged in on site team, and then they've had to go to additional AVID trainings, so that's been something that they've gotten to do. And then something that we're really excited about, Mr. Torres just went to a training for the Latino Family Literacy Project, and that is going to equip us. It's actually for preschool up through high school, and the idea is that it will help us to work with our parents who may not have a strong background in the English language, and sort of give them a voice and give them training and enable them to work better with their students. And then sort of by doing that, bring them in and improve parent involvement, which is the next slide. Parental involvement, one of our AVID site team goals was to improve parent involvement. And what we did, how was that last week? Last week, we had our AVID parent meeting, and we incorporated talking about Title I with the AVID parent night. And we honestly didn't know what kind of turnout we were going to get. We didn't know if we were going to have 2 or 82 parents. But it was a great meeting. We ended up having a great turnout. And we, like I said, combined explaining what Title I is to our parents, but then also incorporating what is AVID. And we had, Justin at the high school made a beautiful banner for us, and we had that on the front fence. We had a little unveiling with the kids. And so then we invited the parents to come and find out what the banner meant, what is AVID. So we didn't have, we did it by grade level. We had 2 meetings. The K2 meeting, we had 3 parents, and I started getting a little nervous because we had a lot of food. But we kind of treated that as a dress rehearsal. And our drama students actually wrote and performed an original song. It was the 12 Days of AVID. And so that kind of got everybody in the spirit. Oh, it's great. It's on the website, by the way, so you can watch the video, because it was really good. And they had written the entire thing, so that was great. And then what we did kind of an overview for parents. What is Title I? What is AVID? And then what we did was we tried to kind of do move, teach. So we did a little exercise, what type of learner are you? And we did that with the parents as well. So everybody had to get up, and we had posters around the room, and we gave them a situation. If you were building a cupboard, would you read the instructions? Would you just try to figure it out? or would you have to have somebody tell you? So we said, okay, if you have to have somebody tell you, you're auditory. If you like to figure it out, kinesthetic, and if you need to see the instructions, then visual. And so the parents had to get up and find where they were, and that was kind of a good little, made everybody really comfortable. We had a good time with that. So that kind of incorporated Title I and AVID together and improved, I would say, we had a good turnout, improved our parent involvement in that way. So we're going to have another one in the spring and kind of do the same thing because we had a really good turnout and kind of incorporate Title I and AVID together. Thank you. Did you have any questions? No?
Okay, but we're only going to highlight some of those things. I did attach the responses to it, so if you want to look those over later, it does have responses that were given to teachers based on the programs.
Should I allow that? I don't want to mess this up. Allow. Oh, go back.
There. So West Park also did Title I. What we did at West Park is we surveyed all our teachers based upon the programs. There were specific questions that all the teachers got, so we'd get a response based on those questions. And so for the first one that we did was the preschool program. And so just some of the highlights on the preschool program were, one of the questions was, overall, do you believe that the preschool program benefits kindergarten in improving their instructional achievement? It's hard to see on there, but 60% said they were extremely. 20% said they were quite, and 20% moderately. So that's really high, and the people that were surveyed for that were the kindergarten teachers because they see those preschoolers come up with those programs. So the kindergarten teachers were surveyed for that. Over here, on this side over here, you can barely see it, but it says, how well socially adapted are your kindergartners? And 60% said quite, and 40% moderately. So they are socially adapting to the kindergarten rather than students that have never had preschool. Coming into kindergarten, it's taking them a little bit longer to socialize with other students and communicate and build those small groups and stuff like that. So, next slide. And so for the next one, page 2 in you guys' packet is the Read 180 program in Systems 44. The Read 180 program is more for the 4th and 5th graders. Systems 44 is those students that are probably reading 2 grade levels below the reading levels. We have 2 3rd grade classrooms right now that do a universal access, meaning that they divide up their students between low, benchmark, and high. And those students that are low are receiving services as far as the Systems 44, which is an interactive program where it starts off teaching as a whole group, then it goes to small group, and then it's individualized computer-wise based on their level. So they are answering questions, vocabulary words, and stuff like that, and based on how they're doing, the program adjusts to them at their level. So it's not easy and it's not hard, it's just challenging enough to help them exceed at that level. So, next slide. The iRead program, this is in your next page. The iRead program is for the students that are in kinder, 1st, and 2nd grade, and this is something that's incorporated to help with the building of the foundational skills. And those things are an interactive program that's offered to them. A lot of it is used in iPads, so all of our classrooms have, by grade level, I think they have 2 carts where they rove iPads, and they get sessions every day where they work on the iPads individually. And again, it's based on their ability level, so however well they're doing, the program either excels forward or it keeps them at a level where they're still going to be challenged but not too easy for them. And so the K-1-2 teachers were surveyed for this. And so the highlight on this is, the first question is, the Read 180 program is providing personalized reading instructions and practice to address each student's needs. And 62.5% said they strongly agree that the iRead program is offering benefits to those students. Another highlight on this is, how well are your students reading fluency? Wait, hold on. I didn't flip my page. I apologize. I was so into what I was doing, so.
Next slide.
So we'll stay on the iRead, so because I have to give you the correct information. So the correct information on the iRead says, how independent are your students with using iRead? And 85% said they were independently doing it themselves. So once teachers got them going on it, the students are able actually to log in themselves and progress in the program based on what their needs are and stuff like that. So they're independently working. 85% said that they surveyed the students and they're working independently. Another highlight is how knowledgeable are students after working with iRead program so far in the vocabulary building, because that's really important. Having the vocabulary skills will excel in the reading process and the writing and stuff like that. 71% said they're moderately exceeding in there. 14% said they're quite there, and another 14% slightly. So the program is benefiting those students and building those foundational vocabulary skills. So, next slide. Paraeducators. All of our grade levels have paraeducators. So all the teachers at the schools were surveyed for that, and they all got the same questions. So some of the highlights on there were how clearly does the paraeducator explain difficult material to students? That's a big one, because in order for the students to learn, they got to be able to know what the information is and how it's explained. And 33% of the teachers said quite. 47% said they're extremely knowledgeable about the material that they present to the students. That's difficult, so we know that there's a correlation there, that when teachers not able to teach the whole group and is in a small group, those paraeducators are knowledgeable enough to teach those difficult materials for them. One of the other highlights on there is, do you attribute a portion of the student achievement on paraeducator program in pre-K through 5th grade? And 80% said they strongly agree that the big part of the learning process is having those paraeducators as support for the small group instruction. When the teacher is teaching, that paraeducator can go around and help those small groups or individual helping and stuff. So. And that is it for West Park. And I did attach all the survey response questions to there, so at your own leisure you can look through it. I know it's a big packet, but it goes in detail. If you want a colored copy, you can email and I can get you an actual colored copy kind of thing. So, and that's it for West Park.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yes, sir, thank you. So, during our last year for the Board of Education here at Southern Kern, we had an open board seat that needed to be filled, and we had 3 applicants. And during that time, we were able to, they interviewed with the board and was able to select one to become a board member for a short period of time in order to help the school district make decisions that benefited the students. And what we wanted to do tonight was we wanted to call Mr. Anthony Devita up. And we wanted to present Mr. Devita with this certificate on behalf of the board. And it reads, the Superintendent of the Board of Education presents the Certificate of Appreciation, John, to Anthony Devita for your support and dedication as a member of the Board of Trustees, awarded this December 14, 2016. It has our seal and all the members of the board. I'd also like to say that it's very, very difficult for a board that has been together over a year or going on 2 years together, and this board actually longer than that, was together for a period of almost 4 years, and be able to step in and be a very, very productive member of that board and be able to help us with decisions and give us new insight into a lot of the different things that we're doing. And also his experience as a teacher lent a very, very critical role in being able to let us know what they're doing in his district and how we're benefiting our students and how we can benefit our students better. So thank you very much for your help. I truly appreciate everything you helped us with. Also tonight, we want to recognize a board member that was with us for only 9 years. Scott, can you come up and join me, please? Mr. Starkey was a board member for 9 years, and during that time, and I've only been here for coming close to 5 years now, 4.5 years. During a lot of tough times for the school district, and which needed very, very strong leadership, as well as support for the other board members and the administration who have to make some of those tough decisions as well as implement some of those tough decisions. I actually did text Mr. Taylor to see if he would be able to make the drive. Of course, being a superintendent himself down in deep Los Angeles, California, he was unable to make it. However, he did want me to, on his behalf, express his gratitude for the support you gave him while he was here. As well as I would like to personally thank you for the support you gave me as superintendent while I was here. There was never a time while Scott was on the school board where I, or either when I was CBO with Mr. Ken Taylor as superintendent, where we brought an idea, we asked for support, we asked for funding, we asked to make a change, we asked to bring in something new to the district where it was met with anything but full support, as well as Scott being a longtime teacher with the Palmdale District, him being able to give insight into some of the new things we brought in and being able to say, you know what, that's really great, but here's how we did it at Palmdale, and here's some of the things we ran into, and here's how things, you know, things you can change. And I know on behalf of my entire administrative team, I want to thank you for all your help and your support personally and professionally. So thank you very much. And along with the plaque, we have this personalized, very professional, I'm not going to open it up, very professional picture that we want him to be able to hang above the fireplace at home so that he'll always be remembered by his family. You know, that's you know, something else I'd like to say. You know, this is for all my board members and Scott and Mr. Devita, this is a job that is not paid. It is a job that demands a lot of sacrifice, not only from them, but from their families. They give up time, energy, weekends, they're always on call, and a lot of times we forget that they not only are supporting us, but they're supporting their families with time and energy. And you know, it's a lot to give up, and whether it's their grandchildren or whether it's their children, it's a lot of time and energy. And you know, their only reward is for us every once in a while to recognize them and to thank them personally, because there is no financial reward for doing this type of dedication. So again, Mr. Devita, Starkey, thank you very much, and congratulations on all your years of service. Thank you.
District, all school sites this year. Typically, we all did our own thing today, or this year we wanted to get together and have a friendly competition. And as MMA folks say, let's get it on. It was brutal, right? It was very brutal. The top classroom was Mrs. Paul's class from third grade class from West Park.
Whoa!
They've already got their party. They got a party presented to them, and they've got a certificate, and I think the kids enjoyed that. They also learned a little bit about ROTC, I think Sergeant Taylor talked, and if you heard him talk, it probably took all afternoon. So they got to enjoy that.
Thank you.
So the overall competition went to a school site that I don't think there's too many awards left for them to win. I think they win everything. They're killing the game, right? So Ascend Academy, come on up. And they will get their party Friday. I'm personally delivering it. Not with the Santa Claus suit, but I'll be down to deliver it. So here's your plaque. First place matches their attire or their decor inside their building over there. So I don't know how that happened, but I was told it better happen or she beat me up. And just for all the other school sites to know, Mr. Roney said we will not lose next year, so one of my checks is going to buy food, so you better turn your game up, okay? So I gotta win.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Before you step down, I humbly accept this award, but I really want to thank you for putting this together and all the time and effort that you put in district-wide. And if it wasn't for you, this wouldn't have happened. So thank you so much for everything that you did.
That's fun.
All the board members and the superintendent.
Me? Yeah, I'm just looking that way.
Oh.
I haven't decided. Mr. Reader.
Thank you. Just want to commend Kobe. Were you going to say anything tonight?
Yes, I will.
You were? Okay. So I want to commend him on his presentation, what he has going on at the Tropico Middle School this weekend.
It's on Monday.
Monday, sorry. But I'll let him get into that. So thank you for all that hard work. And I hope everyone has a good holiday.
And
Thank you for coming. Congratulations. Did you beat 2,000?
Did we what?
2,000?
Did we bring in 2,000?
Did you beat 2,000?
No.
The
It was per
district,
capita.
district as a whole, or are you talking for Kern?
Go ahead.
Was 3, we hit 3.
Oh.
With, we did have the delivery before, and then we waited for Tropical and the rest of us, so you had Christmas stuff.
Right.
It should have worked out.
Okay. Because I think Alton brought 2,000 last year.
Yes, ma'am.
So, next year. No, congratulations, that's a lot of help. It's great for the community. Scott, thank you so much. I learned a lot from you. You irritated me sometimes, but that's okay. It's a mom thing, so, no, it was great. And Mr. Devita, I had to say that. It was really great working with you. You brought a different perspective, a fresh perspective, and it was very good for us, I think. Sometimes you kind of need that little bit of debris, so to speak, get everything out there. You guys have been busy. I mean, with all this stuff going on? Okay. Well, I would say keep it up, but not over the break, okay? Just relax. Merry Christmas. I'm done.
Thank you, Administrative, for your OTC as always, and they do a great job, and the food drive is amazing, very appreciative. I was one of the ones who took advantage of the Santa. All my children took a picture with Santa, didn't cry, including me, so that was a good thing. Scott, you got me to come on the board. He came over to my house and sat down and talked to me, and I thought he got the wrong guy, and he said, no, you have children in this district and make a difference. And at the time when we came on, it was a difference maker. So at times you got waved at, and people would wave at you with all their digits, and sometimes they would only use one digit. So, but it continues to be a learning experience. Mr. Devita, I'll call him Coach, and we still have unfinished business, and we're going to let him know who we are in January. And Emma, it's busy, so that's a good thing. Thank you for the great presentation from our elementary schools. It's amazing. You guys do a lot of hard work, and of course, congratulations, Katie. And always nice to see a fellow Boy Scout here, and Eagle Scout. So. Sure.
He's not bragging or anything.
Your dad's heard my funny story about camping. So. Anyway, thank you, and Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you for all what you guys do for the community. You can always tell that this is a small community, and we all look out for each other from what everybody does to help everybody. Anthony, thank you for stepping up and helping us out, and you really did. You did a good job. Even though it took me till the last board meeting to get your name right, I'll probably mess that up.
And you notice he didn't use it tonight, right?
Don't mess it up. Scott, it was a pleasure working with you for that many years, and it was always interesting. And we got a lot done. So, thank you.
One thing, it's great to continually see you guys.
Yeah. You guys gotta keep coming back.
Well, I got to yell at Mr. Starkey on my public announcer system. On my
scared a fellow teacher of mine out of her pants.
And I've seen Mr. Devita a couple of times already this week. So.
At least you're not in handcuffs, that's good.
Or my kids.
Okay.
Yeah, the kids in your school. And everybody, Merry Christmas. Have a great holiday. Everybody stay safe and enjoy family. I mean, that's what, to me, that's what these holidays are all about, is family. With that, we will continue on. Do we have anybody from RTA?
The Boy Scouts of America, Troop 890 here in Roseman. So for my EO project, I'm putting on a youth basketball camp for all the youth in Roseman. It's free to all the participants, and then the coaches are all volunteers. So I'm asking some of the players from here, some of the youth coaches, and then just some parent volunteers. I would like to thank the district and the board for letting me use Tropico's facilities for my camp. Is there any questions?
Do you have an inn over there at Tropico?
Oh.
Do you have an inn? Is that how you got that approved?
Always use whatever you've got.
Kobe, are these broken down by age groups or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, each division. That's awesome. And I know the kids are already talking about, we handed it out at our coaches meeting, so hopefully you get a lot, and that's great for these kids.
And let me just share this with you real quick. I'm an Eagle Scout, original member of that, or the Arrow. My scout master, Mr. Schultz, is gone now. He always said, you know, Vincent, being an Eagle Scout will help you not hurt you. I went into an interview when I got into federal service 41.5 years ago, and I was interviewed to go into an apprenticeship program, and the gentleman who was in charge said, Mr. Otis, I'd like to commend you on being an Eagle Scout. And the rest of it was, you know, and it was all about that. Then he hit me up to being a scoutmaster, which I already was a cub master. So, you know, so you know, it'll come. This will come back to help you twofold every day of the week. And I was real quick. I was involved with a couple of young men who made Eagle Scout, and I was asking. Your dad spoke at one of them when I got to speak, and your father talked about. How, when you're out camping and you look up in the sky and what amazing thing, and you look up and you see what the Lord has done, and He's provided you with all this beautiful nature. And I told him, I said, yes, I fully comprehend all that. And then I noticed, wait a minute, somebody stole my tent. So don't let them steal your tent. They really did steal my tent, but they just moved it on. I just wondered how all of a sudden I could see the stars. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Is this all to obtain Eagle Scout for you?
Yeah, once I finish the project, I should have to complete a couple more merit badges, and then I get a board review, and then an Eagle Court of Honor, and then I get the award.
Awesome. Good luck with that.
Thank you.
How many merit badges do you have to attain Eagle Scout?
21. Is that right?
And you guys have to do skill. You have to do skill awards. I didn't have to do skill awards, but you have to do. Do you have skill? You have skill awards, Mr. Emmons? Skill awards? Yes, is that still? No. Okay.
That's old.
Thank you, sir.
What dates are you going to conduct?
They're on the 19th and the 20th.
19th, 20th. Okay, thank you.
From 1 to 9 on both.
1 to 9, okay.
First off, I'd like to let everybody know that Coach Crimpian, our football coach, of course, in football and the entire football program, was selected to be the all-star coach for football this season, which is a nice testament to the improvement and to the accomplishments of our football team this year. So, which we're very proud of him. Also, food service, again, a reminder, food service will be serving breakfast and lunch during the entire winter break. This is Monday through Friday of both weeks, as well as the following Monday that we are off. Breakfast will be from 8 to 10, and I believe lunch will be from 12 to 2. There will be a blackboard teleparent going out tomorrow night, again, to announce it, as well as there's flyers all over the community, as well as at each site, and flyers going home with the children. So we encourage anybody who knows children 18 and under who are possibly going to miss a meal, to please refer them to us. Not only do we serve breakfast and lunch, but we also give them to-go bags for evening dinner and, when there's extra food for their family members and things like that. It is at Roseman Elementary School. Again, that will also be during our spring break or Easter break, and then during the summer we will expand it to at Tropico and Roseman Elementary Schools, so that we get both ends of the community. We're very proud of that. Also, tomorrow and Friday are minimum days. This is unusual for us. It's the first time at the end of the semester we've had 3 minimum days in a row, but it's to give the finals a chance, kids to study for finals as well as teachers to get in their grades. And as a construction update, Ms. Notterman and I walked around the new Ascend Academy. It's coming along on time. We expect them to be moving in during the first week of January, as well as the new special ed offices at the district office. They will be moving in during our winter break. Also, we have a meeting tomorrow excuse me, with our new Roseman Elementary School construction team, and that they have talked to me over the phone today, and we are on schedule still to open August 2017. And I want to wish everybody very, very happy holidays and safe holidays, and look forward to seeing everybody back here for the next semester. That's it.
Mr. Weinstein?
Yes, ma'am.
If you're older than 18, can you still go and have the meals? Is there a charge?
Yes, it's a $2 charge for those that are not 18 or under.
Mrs. Wilson, when will you and Mr. Wilson be there?
We might, actually.
Yeah.
It was fun.
It was.
Yeah. She laughed so hard watching my kids.
Okay, even though it says approved, this is actually information for the board to the regulations and policies of AR 3515-7, armed individuals on school grounds.
So just as a reminder to the community who is here, the California passed new laws concerning armed individuals on school grounds and how those individuals with concealed weapons permits are approved to be on school grounds. So we have been working diligently with the school's legal service as well as CSBA to make sure that the process in which a person can apply to be able to carry on school grounds meets not only the law, but also protects our students and our teachers and staff, and that we do our due diligence as an admin team and board. So we are kind of going out into the community as well as board meetings and offering time for any individuals to give input to the board and administration on their thoughts or concerns about this subject before we bring it to the board for approval in January.